A Kid's Book About Disabilities by Christine Napper. Better Together. This book is best read together, grown-up and child. A Kid's Book About Disabilities. Kids ask all kinds of questions about my wheelchair, but grown-ups' most frequent question is, how should we talk about disability with kids? They want the kids in their lives to be curious and informed, as well as inclusive and accepting. These are great goals, but grown-ups are also afraid of saying the wrong thing or accidentally offending someone. This book can be read with kids who have disabilities, who know people with disabilities, or who will meet disabled people out in the world. In other words, it's for everyone. I can't answer all of your questions, and I can't speak on behalf of all disabled people, but I can tell you about my own experience and help you start some conversations. It's okay if you don't know the answers to every question that might come up. Just talking about disability helps erase stigma. So let's talk. Hi, my name is Christine. If you could see me right now, you'd see brown hair with a little purple in the front, some dangly earrings, a cozy sweater, and a pretty purple wheelchair. I call her Lydia. That's right, I have a disability. I was born with SMA, which stands for spinal muscular atrophy. It affects my whole body, making my muscles weaker. While I can't stand up and walk around, my chair goes really fast. Sometimes when people see me and my chair, they get uncomfortable. They don't know what to say. They talk to me like I'm stupid. They ask really personal questions. They feel sorry for me, and sometimes they just stare at me with a sad face. Would you like people greeting you this way? Not just once or twice, but all the time. Probably not. When they do, it's not because of my brown eyes or short hair, and it's not because they're having a bad day. It's because I have a disability. Having a disability means you can't do something the way most people do, so you find a different way. And there are even different kinds of disabilities: physical, intellectual, emotional, learning, behavioral, and so many more. I've learned a lot from living with a disability, so I'd like to share some things with you. The first thing you need to know about people with disabilities is we are normal. Yep, that's right. We're not scary monsters, space aliens, or sad stories. Normal people come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. Being normal means being different. Having a disability is one of the many ways to be normal. If you understand that disabled people are normal, then you'll have no problem with everything else we're going to talk about. And guess what? You're really good at this. Sorry, grown-ups, you're usually not. Kids are good at being curious and respectful, including and not excluding. Grown-ups are usually just afraid they'll say or do the wrong thing. So if my disability is normal, how do you think I like to be treated? Normal. That's right. Treat me normally. You might wonder whether it's okay to help me. The answer is sometimes. There are lots of things I can do on my own, but some things I need help with. I might ask you for help opening a door, reaching something off the floor, or taking the cap off a marker. If you think I might need help, it's okay to ask. I'll either say, yes, please, or no, thank you. But if I say no, please listen, because forced help really isn't helpful. Another thing, I don't like being stared at. It's just not polite. If you have a question for me, or about me, my chair, or my disability, it's okay to ask. Most of the time, it's totally okay. But some questions aren't nice. Some are kind of mean. Questions like, what's wrong with you? Tell me how you use the bathroom. What happened to you? Can you have babies? Try to avoid questions that will make the other person feel bad or embarrassed. So what do you talk about with a person who has a disability? Anything. Say, hi, how are you? How's your day going? Ask about what movies I like, where I grew up, or my favorite ice cream flavor. It's cookie dough. I love talking about my disability, but it's not the only thing I want to talk about. One last thing I want you to know is I am not broken. I don't need to be fixed. In fact, my disability helps me be a wiser, kinder, stronger person. But there is something really important that needs to change. The world. There are places I can't go because nobody built a ramp or elevator. I almost never see people with disabilities like mine on TV, in movies, or in books. I have a job that I love. I'm a teacher. But I know lots of disabled people who can't get jobs even though they want to work. So try to notice when people with disabilities are left out, excluded, or missing. The world needs to be more accessible. People need to be more inclusive. Disabled people belong everywhere. That's what normal looks like. Outro. I hope this book answers some questions. More importantly, I hope it inspires new questions. I didn't explain every big word or big idea introduced in this book. A book that big wouldn't fit on a shelf. But I hope you'll take the opportunity to dig deeper into anything that sparked curiosity. Kids and grown-ups can learn together about different disabilities, interesting people who have disabilities, and how to make the world more accessible for disabled people. As the kids in your life become comfortable with the different ways people navigate the world, you might be surprised by their brilliant ideas for improving accessibility. Their open minds and hearts might even help change the world. Thank you for starting the conversation.